Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India, India's voice to the world. This is Sports Buzz with me, Deepika, and coming up in the next half an hour. Yashasvi Jaiswal hits 50, Ashwin and Jadeja scripts 100-run partnership as India currently is taking on Bangladesh in Test match at Chennai's M. Chidambaram Stadium. India to play in Iran in men's category and Indian women's team all set to face Poland in round 8 of the ongoing chess Olympiad. India continues their dominance as India beat China in 7th round tie. Rest ended in draws. And Celtic, along with Sparta Praha, remain the biggest winners. Borussia Dortmund picks up maximum points at UEFA Champions League Day 2. Barcelona, Atletico Madrid and Arsenal are some of the big teams to be in action on Day 3. So those were the top headlines of the hour that we are tracing for all our viewers here on Sports Buzz. And to begin with the latest score from the ongoing Test series between India and Bangladesh, which is currently happening at Chennai's M. Chidambaram Stadium. Well, India has recovered after early jolts from Bangladesh after they were reduced 244 for 6 at one point after they were put into batting first by Bangladesh's captain Najmul Hossain Shanto. All-rounder Ravichandran Ashwin, along with Ravindra Jadeja, revived India's innings after a top-order collapse in the morning session. Ravichandran Ashwin scored 50 in just 58 balls. Earlier, Yashasvi Jaiswal held fort from one end, scoring 56 runs, but fell just before the stroke of tea on day 1. For Team Bangladesh, Hassan Mahmood wreaked havoc in the morning session, dismissing Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Shubman Gill and Rishabh Pant. India currently at 271 and are currently in the game till the last report came. In, India were at 272 for a loss of 6 wickets. Moving on with a brilliant bowling display, Afghanistan created history on the grounds of Sharjah, defeating South Africa to register their first ever victory over South Africa in international cricket. Here's how it happened. In what could be a super motivating match ahead of the second one-day international between South Africa and Afghanistan at UAE's Sharjah, Afghanistan scripted history with its first ever victory over mighty South Africans, sending tremors amidst the reigning champions. If we look at the top highlights of the match, it was Asmatullah Omarzai and Gulbadin Naib's unbeaten 5th wicket stand that guided Afghanistan to a historic triumph. Farooqi and Ghaznfar shared 7 wickets between them, and Afghanistan's star pacer Faisal Haq Farooqi, who was the top wicket taker for them in the marquee tournament, started off from where he left as he dismissed opener Reza Hendricks in the 3rd over and followed it up with the scalp of captain Aiden Markram in his following over. His rampage did not stop there as opener Tony De Zorzi was next in line in the 7th over. And just when Faisal Haq wasn't enough, Ala Ghaznfar joined the party with the dismissal of Tristan Stubbs for a duck. Now within the same over, South Africa's debutant Jason Smith was also sent back for a 5-ball duck, and Viam Mulder and Joan Fortune were dismissed by Rashid Khan in a wicket-maiden over. With this, Farooqi also achieved the 100 international wickets milestone in his 75th innings for Afghanistan, and South Africa were eventually bundled out for their 5th lowest ODI total as Afghanistan managed to get them all out for the first time ever in white ball cricket. The second ODI will be played on 20th of September at Sharjah Cricket Stadium. IPL franchisee Punjab Kings on Wednesday appointed former Australian captain Ricky Ponting as their head coach on a 4-year contract. Now, Ponting had previously served as the head coach of Delhi Capitals, a position that he held for 7 seasons before stepping down after the 2024 season. During his tenure with the Capitals, he led the team to the playoffs in 2019, 2020 and 2021. Notably, in the year 2020, the Capitals reached their first ever IPL final but were defeated by Mumbai Indians. On his appointment, Rick Ponting said, and I quote him here, "I'm excited to take up the new challenge. I had great conversations with the owners and the management about the way forward and was truly elated to see the alignment of our vision for the team. We all want to repay the fans who have stayed with the franchisee over the year and we promise that they will see a much different Punjab Kings going forward," unquote. Former Sri Lanka Test batsman Duleep Samaraweera has been given a 20-year ban from cricket rules in Australia for engaging in inappropriate behaviour with a female player. 52 years old Samaraweera, who played 7 Tests and 5 ODIs for Sri Lanka between the year 1993 to 1995, coached women's team in Australia's southern state of Victoria. Cricket Australia said in a statement that its Conduct Commission found Samaraweera had breached code of conduct, and followed to this, they've now banned him for 20 years. England fast bowler Jofra Archers will play his first one-day international for 18 months in Thursday's clash with Australia at Trent Bridge. The 29-year-old Jofra was eased back into the England fold this year at the T20 Cricket World Cup after recovering from long-standing elbow and back injuries. Archer also played in the first T20 international against Australia earlier this month. Now he's deemed to be ready to contend with the longer format. Injuries have plagued Jofra Archer down the years, and he has only managed to play 7 ODIs since helping England win the World Cup on home soil in 2019. His last Test appearance came in the year 2021 in India. Essex have been fined £100,000 after admitting to a charge of racism at the county club that said that it failed to address between 2001 and 2010. Essex were charged in June after an investigation undertaken by the England's cricket regulator, the body is responsible for monitoring compliance with the sports rules. The Cricket Discipline Commission panel also cautioned and reprimanded Essex, while £50,000 of the fine were suspended for 2 years. Last year, Yorkshire were fined £400,000 and given a 48-point deduction in the county championship by the Cricket Discipline Commission over their handling of racism allegations. Moving on, now let's get your latest update from Chess Olympiad. India's men and women's team continued their impressive run as India posted victories at the 7th round of the ongoing Chess Olympiad in Budapest. India won their 7th round tie against China after D. Gukesh defeated Ding Liren's replacement Wei Yi on the top board for China. The rest of the 3 India versus China games were ended in draws, so the fate of the matchup rested on this particular game. Meanwhile, in women's category, Indian women now lead Poland, Kazakhstan and France by a full 2 points after they were moved to a perfect 14-for-14 score with a 3-1 victory over their main title rivals, Georgia. India's young stars, Vaishali Ramesh Babu and Vantika Agrawal, grabbed victories with the Black Pieces, despite Vantika being down to under a minute by move 21. Now, 4 rounds still remains to be played in the tournament before it comes to an end. Going into the 8th round now, Indian men will face Iran, whereas Indian women will face Poland. On to hockey now. Indian men's hockey team returned home to a grand welcome on Thursday morning after winning Asian Champions Trophy title for a record 5th time. This was also the 2nd consecutive time that India has won the trophy after the team defeated China on its home soil in a thrilling encounter. In the last edition, men's hockey team had defeated Malaysia in the final. Here's a report.
The Indian men's hockey team received a warm welcome at New Delhi's Indira Gandhi International Airport in the wee hours of Thursday. The team has shown immense grit and determination to win the Asian Champions Trophy title for a record 5th time. The Indian side, led by captain Prit Singh, secured the trophy after beating hosts China 1-0 in a thrilling final on Tuesday.
हर एक जीत स्पेशल रहती है हमारी टीम के लिए और लास्ट टाइम भी ये चैंपियन थे, इस बार भी, क्योंकि बैक टू बैक जीतना टूर्नामेंट बहुत बड़ी बात होती है हमारे लिए एंड टीम का जो बूस्ट है कॉन्फिडेंस अप करता है थोड़ा. तो आई थिंक जितने यंगस्टर गए हैं मेरे को हम सबको उनके लिए ज़्यादा खुशी है क्योंकि उनका फर्स्ट टूर्नामेंट था हमारे साथ ऐसे और गोल्ड मेडल जीतना उनके लिए उनको एक अच्छा कॉन्फिडेंस मिलेगा और पुश मिलेगा. तो काफ़ी स्पेशल है ये विक्ट्री जो हमारी.
Just a month after their success at the 2024 Paris Olympics, which saw them secure their 2nd consecutive bronze medal, the side went unbeaten throughout the tournament and registered their place in the knockout stage in emphatic fashion. According to the team's ace player Prit Singh, working on all the shortcomings in time was the biggest secret of this success. He also said that final match was not easy for them.
I think this win is very important for us because after the Olympics we are playing the first international tournament. So I think it's a great feeling for us and a great achievement for us that we are winning back-to-back 2 medals. Whenever we enter in the final match, and the final match will be never be an easy match for any team. And I think the China plays very well. And you know, our team always plays very well in this tournament, and we make a goal and we just win that match and championship.
With the victory, India becomes the most successful team in the tournament's history. India also became the only team to win the title 5 times, having retained the trophy for the second consecutive edition after their triumph in 2023. Jofra Singh's lone goal late in the fourth quarter helped India overcome a fighting effort from the hosts and grab the victory. The success graph of Indian men's hockey team has been continuously moving forward, and the biggest role to play in it is the unity of the team. The men's hockey team are continuously proving themselves on the scale of success and increasing the prestige of Indian hockey at the global level. Gaurav Kumar's report for DD India.
Indian defender German Prit Singh was ecstatic on their title triumph. In an exclusive interaction with DD India correspondent Gaurav Kumar, German said that the victory in China this year was more special as compared to their title victory in India last year. He also said that the team is constantly improving with each step. Take a listen.
Right now we have with us German Prit Singh. Let's talk to him and try to know how he is looking this victory of Asian Champions Trophy. German, first of all, lots of congratulations for the winning the trophy of Asian Champions Trophy. How do you see this win, and what importance this win keeps for you?
First of all, thank you so much, and I think this win is very important for us because after the Olympics we are playing the first international tournament. So I think it's a great feeling for us and great achievement for us that we are winning back-to-back 2 medals.
How do you see the final match against China? Because lots of people were hoping that though India will win, but the margin should be more higher. But it just come of 1-0. So what you would like to say about it?
I think whenever we enter in the final match, and the final match will be never be an easy match for any team. And I think the China plays very well. And you know, our team always plays very well in this tournament, and we make a goal and we just win that match and championship.
Last time we have also won this championship, and now this time again we have won this championship. What difference do you think that in that win and in this win?
I think when we play in our home grounds, and it's a great honor for us when we play in the home grounds, and the full support is for us, and I think when we play in the other countries, and the sport is for the, like we are now playing in China and playing final with China. So playing against the team and against the public is very big like a challenge for us, but we played as a team, and we played as a team, and we win as a team, and we show that we are a good team.
This time we have managed to score more field goals, because total 26 goals were there, in which 18 goals were field. What you would like to say about that?
Yeah, because every time you know, the PC conversation is the world best conversation, but we had lots of field goal this time, and I think it's a good improvement for the team for the future also, and I hope we will continue this performance.
How do you see this Indian campaign, the way the Indian team have played, because they were unbeaten throughout the tournament? What you would like to say about it?
No, this one is a very good achievement for the team, and because we played all the matches and we win every match, and unbeaten team, and I think this is a good sign for the Indian hockey.
Thanks for talking to us. So this is German Prit Singh who's saying that this is a good sign for the Indian hockey, the way the team is playing. He's also saying that now it's time for team to take rest, but their goal will be always to win the match and win the tournament. With cameraman Shiv Suman, this is Gaurav Kumar reporting from New Delhi, DD India.
Time to take a short break, but still to come on Sports Pass. Team Europe is all set to face the rest of the world at Lava Cup 7th edition. India's Malvika Bansot all set to face Akane Yamaguchi in China Open quarter-final round.
Welcome to Jaipur.
Welcome back after that short break. You're watching Sports Pass with me, Deepika. And now to give you all the latest from tennis. Ahead of the Lava Cup, Team Europe looks super confident this time going into the 7th edition of the prestigious event, whereas Team World say that when they are on the court, they are really competitive and wants to make the best of it. Here's a report. The 7th edition of the Lava Cup is all set to kickstart in Berlin on Friday, the 20th of September, where the 3-day event will be putting 6 of the best tennis players from Europe against 6 of the best from rest of the world. The multiple-day tennis event, co-organized by former tennis champion Roger Federer, is being hosted in Germany for the first time in its 7-year-old history. The teams are captained by former Swedish champion John Borg and John McEnroe of the USA. Ahead of the gala event, Team Europe's Alexander Zverev showed confidence in his team.
Wow, I mean, we have with Carlos somebody who has won 2 Grand Slams. I think me and Daniil, we've had a great season as well. I think everybody else, you know, we're top 10 almost across the board. So everybody can play great tennis and, you know, contribute to the team.
Team Europe's captain said that the players on the courts are very competitive and no one wants to lose.
They take it very seriously. You can look at the guys here. We make interviews, but on the court they are like this, very competitive, and no one wants to lose. It's the same with me and John McEnroe. We are the same rivalry, but we don't want to lose.
On the other hand, Team World's captain John McEnroe said that since this is his final time as the captain, he would like to go out with a bang.
It's what really matters is when you start playing. So you know you can talk all you want, but we're gonna give it our best shot. It's my final time as captain, so I'd like to go out with a bang.
The Lava Cup tournament had been dominated by Team Europe in its early years, but Team World caught up over the last few years, and both the teams are now aiming for a straight game victory in this current edition. Sports Desk, DD India.
And now let's get you all the latest from ongoing UEFA Champions League. Manchester City were held to a goalless draw with Inter Milan in their opening game of their Champions League campaign at Etihad Stadium. In reply of the 2023 Champions League final and only the second ever competitive meeting between the two clubs, there was nothing to separate the sides as both of them, the set of defences dominated their attacking counterpart. Now, it is the first time that Man City have failed to score in a home Champions League match since the March 2022 draw with Sporting CP. The result means City begin the new look Champions League with 1 point from the first of 8 games as part of the 36-team league phase event. Now, last season's runners-up Borussia Dortmund got off to a winning start, defeating host club Brugge by 3-0. Substitute Jamie Gittens scored 2 goals and Serhou Guirassy added a late penalty for Borussia to edge past Brugge, who were arguably the better side for 76 minutes until it conceded, and the confidence it had displayed up until then suddenly drained away. Dortmund now hosts Celtic in its next Champions League fixture scheduled for the 1st of October, while Brugge plays Austrian side Sturm Graz the following day. Paris Saint-Germain began their campaign with a victory over Girona on Wednesday. An embarrassing late blunder from Girona goalkeeper Paulo Gazzani cost Girona their first point in their debut game at the Champions League. It was also Paris Saint-Germain's first Champions League game without Mbappe for 7 years after France's star joined Real Madrid, scoring his new club on Tuesday. Arsenal held training sessions before taking on season's Champions League opener at Atalanta on Thursday night. The London club are seen as contenders for the prestigious European title, an honour that has evaded the club throughout its history. Arsenal earned a crucial 1-0 victory at Tottenham Hotspur in a feisty North London derby on Sunday to keep pace with early Premier League leaders Manchester City, who host Italian champions Inter on Wednesday evening. Arsenal currently sits second in the Premier League encounter, 2 points behind the English champions.
A really tough place to come. They built something amazing here, and it was a beautiful story what they achieved last season. But for us as well, it's a new season, and we really want to kick on the right way. Hopefully, we have learned as well, and we can show that composure, but as well that determination and that belief that is very important in these stages. Because tomorrow here, we know what we are going to be facing, and it's going to be tough. But the team is ready and prepared.
Now, AS Roma have appointed former Torino manager Ivan Juric to replace Daniel De Rossi, who was sacked following a winless run in their first 4 Serie A matches of the season. The Croatian coach has signed a contract until June next year, and the deal might be extended if Roma qualified for the Champions League this season. The 49-year-old Juric stepped down last season after 3 years in charge at Torino. He is now Roma's 3rd coach in the span of 8 months. Former Manchester United forward Anthony Martial has agreed to sign for the 13 times Greek champions on a free transfer, and with this he's all set to earn £2.5 million per season, making him one of AEK's highest earners. Fans swarmed a car carrying Anthony Martial on his arrival to Athens on Wednesday, where he's set to join Greek top flight club the AEK Athens, welcoming the former France forward with songs and chants as his car struggled to get through the massive congregation of celebrating supporters. Martial won the Europa League and an FA Cup title at United, scoring 63 Premier League goals for the club in 209 appearances. On to badminton now. Indian shuttler Malvika Bansod continues her winning streak at China Open as she now makes it to the quarter-final round of the international tournament. Bansod defeated higher-ranked Christy Gilmer of Scotland in a hard-fought round of 16 match by 21-17, 19-21 and 21-16. Mansoor will now be up against fourth seed and two-time world champion Akane Yamaguchi of Japan in the quarterfinal round in her first Super 1000 tournament quarterfinal event. The 67th Coupe Aeronautica Gordon Bennett was won by Kristin Wagner and Stephanie Liller of Team Austria 2 after the duo travelled a distance of over 2,000 kilometres in aboard their gas balloon before touching down nearly 3 days later across the continent in southern Portugal. The Coupe Aeronautic Gordon Bennett is a long-distance gas balloon championship where the aim is to travel the furthest possible distance from the launch point. It is named after adventurer James Gordon Bennett Jr., who organised the very first edition of the competition in Paris back in the year 1906. So with those breathtaking visuals, it's now time to say goodbye at this edition of DD India Sports Buzz. But do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. Scan the QR code on the screen to download it right now. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I am Deepika, and from all of us here in New Delhi, thank you so much for watching Sports Buzz. Namaskar.